Why had this person only asked for $20,000? And after all these years, how had he or she managed to track her down? She could guess the answer to the last question. The blackmailer must have seen her picture with Delaney in the recent Society Bride article on society weddings. Why, oh why, had she allowed herself to be photographed for a national magazine? Her stomach roiled again, and she closed her eyes, fighting back the nausea. So much time had passed, she'd foolishly thought she was safe. Idiot. You can never, ever let your guard down. There's no room for mistakes. Not now, not ever. Not with the secret she harbored. But here was this letter, threatening to ruin the life she'd built, threatening to destroy not only her marriage, but her daughter's chance at happiness. Honey simply could not allow that to happen. She would meet with the blackmailer, and she would pay. What other choice did she have? The following day, Delaney took Tish with her to video Lucia's house. Luckily, Tish had been able to rearrange her schedule so she could film the before video of the house, so Delaney and Lucia's family could get started on the renovations as quickly as possible. Time was of the essence, both for Lucia's financial situation and for entry in the American Home Design Contest. They had 4 weeks to get the house renovated and decorated before the July 9 deadline. When they arrived at Lucia's house, Delaney was surprised to find so many cars in the driveway. She parked along the curb behind Nick's red pickup truck, and her stomach did a loopy little swoon. She spun her engagement ring on her finger. Remember what you swore to yourself last night? Get over your attraction to the guy. You're taken. This house totally rocks, Tish exclaimed. I can see why you're so excited. It's got such great potential. I know, Delaney breathed. Tish collected her equipment while Delaney gathered up the briefcase, chock full of plans, computer printouts, and sketches she'd prepared after she'd returned home the night before. Tish filmed everything as they went up the walkway, the tiled roof, the palm trees, the pink flamingos on the lawn. Delaney rang the doorbell, and a gorgeous black-haired woman in her late 20s, with coltishly long legs, answered the door. She looked a lot like Nick, possessing the same intelligent brown eyes and long, thick, dark lashes. Hi, she said, greeting them. You must be Delaney. I'm Gina, Nick's baby sister. Come on in. Most everyone is in the kitchen, waiting for you to film the house before we start packing up Nana's things. Packing? Delaney asked. Nana's moving over to Trudy's while the renovations are going on. She put a retainer down on the condo this morning, and Nick's taking her to apply for a bank loan tomorrow afternoon. With any luck, you guys will be finished renovating this house before she has to close on the condo. Feeling concerned that Gina had unrealistic expectations about what she could achieve, Delaney touched the other woman's arm. You do understand that the house might not sell immediately. Don't be modest. Nana and Trudy swear you're a miracle worker. Our family has complete faith in you. Did that include Nick? She wondered. Yesterday, he hadn't struck her as being very trusting. That's more than you can say about your own mother, Tish whispered to Delaney as they followed Gina into the kitchen. They found the place pleasantly chaotic, with a dozen people all talking, teasing, and laughing at once. This is Delaney, everyone, Gina introduced her. They all applauded. Delaney blushed. Gina introduced her to everyone, cousins and siblings, aunts and uncles, plus Gina's own identical twin 7-year-old boys, Zach and Jack. There were too many Vinettis for Delaney to keep straight, but she was happy to meet Nick's dad. Vincent Vinetti was a big bear of a man who owned his own shrimp boat and was still handsome in middle age. He clapped her on the shoulder. We appreciate so much what you're doing for my mother. Some of the relatives hugged her. Some shook her hand. They all told her how much they valued her help. Oddly, she felt more welcome in this room full of strangers than she did in her own home. That wasn't fair. By nature, her family just weren't huggers and touchers. They didn't get together in big groups, although her father's